Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to make a documentary about an issue regarding to environmental sustainability. So, what is environmental sustainability? Environmental sustainability is the rates of renewable resource harvest, pollution creation and non-renewable resource depletion that can be continued indefinitely. Actually, it's talked about in relation to all aspects of our lives. There has a lot of issues regarding to environmental sustainability. For example, global warming, deforestation, food waste, and different kinds of pollution like river pollution, sound pollution, environmental pollution, etc. Now my question is why environmental sustainability is important for us. This is very important for us because of economic development, social development. Not only economic and social but also for environmental protection. This is very neat and urgent for us.
So let's take a look at the definition of food waste. There are two terms that we commonly use. First, there is food loss. So food loss is the decrease in quantity or quality of food. Second term is food waste, which is a component of food loss. It is any removal of food from the food supply chain, which was spoiled or spilled. So there are four causes of food waste. This is in production, in processing, in retail, and in consumption. So let's take a look at the causes during the production stage. So an example of food waste from the production stage is mechanical damage, where farming equipment accidentally damages the fruits and vegetables. And secondly, there are spills and attacks by insects and other diseases. In the processing stage, during peeling, slicing, boiling and sorting, lots of food are trimmed away by the processing equipment. Third stage is in the retail. At the market centers, lots of fresh food is thrown away and they rot. In wholesale and retail shops, foods reach the expiry dates and they also get thrown away. And in the last stage, in the consumption stage, food are thrown away because they are not sold or eaten. Of the quantity that reach the supermarket shelves, you know that there's about 30 to 50% are thrown away by the purchaser on the way home.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Today I talk about solution of food waste. Number one, balancing food production and with demand. Is foremost precedence ought to target on balancing food production with demand on to reduce the hassle of food waste. The first thing is to scale back on the use of natural resource eating place and the meals service enterprise dangerous management equipments may be carried out. Number two, food waste reduce initiatives. Supermarkets, retail, food outlets, large eating character, customers all like also can work on their personal tailors in nutrition efforts to reduce food printing and for example man or woman like that. Number three, food recycling. Food recycling efforts are already underway. However, the technologies and methods used must be better. Scratch rich meal including crisps, breads, biscuits, breakfast cereals can for instance be recycled into best feed of cattle. Number four, consumer to buy and prepare food with a plan. The use of meal plan in prepared food can go a long way in ending food wastage. Like consumers should only buy food according to their plans for the small batches to reduce the food that goes to waste due to explanation and long storage period.
Assalamu alaikum. I am going to talk about food recycle. Food also a big impact on our climate change, as most of it ends up in our lands and landfill site. However, it would release methane. Food waste can be recycled one or two way. First is the basal compost, involve food waste compost in tunnel or container around 2 to 4 weeks. Temperature of up to 70 degrees centigrade is process increase time and also kill any microorganism that is harmful, which is then left further 1 or 3 months, which regular turning going to be a soil condition. Second method is anaerobic digestion using microorganisms. Is called is methogenous to break down food waste, animal manners, energy crops, and its breakdown in absence of oxygen and give is biogas that can be used for energy, electric energy, and transportation fuel. And it's also created biofertilizer that can be used for farming. Hi, now I am going to show you how to make a natural compost by using kitchen cups or food waste. So we know that we throw away million tons of food waste. We also produce a lot of food waste that can be composed to developments in recycle. Food waste will be burned with covering soil by using the kitchen cups of food waste or paper towel. So this is crucial to add paper towel because it's reduce carbon to aid the decomposing process and also prevent the bad smell and helps to retain the moisture. So I'm going to now cover this by using soil. So it's very important to cover properly and after 2 or 4 weeks it will be decomposing and make compost for the fertilizer for the garden. Thank you.
First of all, thank you very much, Doctor, for so that we can do this interview.
Okay, cool.
So about our topic on food waste, we want to ask you just 3 questions. First one is, what's your opinion on the current state of food waste in Malaysia?
Food waste in
Yeah, food
Malaysia.
waste
Okay.
in Malaysia.
Actually, as a food science lecturer, there are different food waste and food loss.
Oh.
Okay, food waste is because of the behavior of the population, but food loss because of the loss of the vegetable before come to the consumer. Okay, so if you want to ask the food waste because of consumer, right? You
Yeah.
want to ask about food waste by consumer. I have to say that it become worse. Worse with the time. It's increasing, and I don't know what kind of age they contribute to this. I mean, either elder people or young people, but most probably young people, because they think that it's easy to get food, right? So in Malaysia, people get what they want, not what they need. So that's the problem. So let's say you want to eat today steak, but you eat rice, so you feel I don't like this rice, it's not tasty, so you just throw it away. Yeah, so you're okay with your money because you can buy it. That's the problem with our population. So now if you want to ask about food waste now, it's increasing. That's why you can say a lot of campaign now by Mardi about food waste. So it's increasing.
So which stage do you think has the most impact
Okay,
on food
the one
waste?
that you ask is food loss. It's not
Oh.
food waste. Okay, any stage from farm to transportation, we call it food loss. Okay, actually, I teach the subject regarding to this post harvest. So from the farm to the storage, washing and the storage and packaging and transportation, the most probably contribute to food loss is storage. More than 20% losses occurred during storage, not during farm, because farmer doing very good job. They plant very good quality fruit, but the problem is they don't know how to manage, how to handle, how to wash and how storage properly. And out the 100%, almost 30% or 20 to 30% loss just in the storage, nothing, just in the storage, because of the rodent, because of the pest, because of the physiology, because of the fruit, it gone before it come to you.
Final question is,
Yeah.
well, comparing with the countries that you've traveled to, like Europe and Australia,
Okay. Alright.
I think cleaner. What do you think Malaysia can do to reduce the food waste?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it's hard to see food waste in the developed country. For developing country, because I also went to Indonesia and Thailand. Thailand is developing like us, but I can't see the food waste like here, because they don't. It's all about civic. It's from you. If it's I mean, the primary school should do something about this, because after 16 years old, I can say nothing you can do. For everything start from young, from primary school. So primary school should do something about this. So as a scientist or as a government, what we can do is use the food waste.
In conclusion, this is very clear that food waste caused by people in developed countries because they are not giving values. In poor countries, lack of technology, poor distribution method of food, waste during cultivation and harvest. Food waste has a significant effect on our environment, economy, and social impact. Money is lost when you wasted your food, and which one has the economic impact around the world. We are battling water security, but 230 cubics of water are wasted to generate the unutilized food, and which can quench the thirst of 10 millions of people. According to global statistics, there are 800,000 people in the world. They are still in food insecure. At the same time, 1/6 of Americans consider food. Really, it's a kind of moral tragedy.
So people, don't waste your food.
Don't waste your food.
Don't waste your food.
Please don't waste food.
Don't you dare waste food.
Don't waste food.